My name is Edmund O'Brien, and I've got a...
I've Got a Secret, starring Jerry Moore.
Welcome to another edition of I've Got a Secret, and of course our Sterling panel. To begin with, Jack Sterling. Bill Cullen. Sterling Holloway.
Betsy Tarnish.
Betsy Palmer. And Henry Morgan. And good Bess Myers, and that's the bunch. One small piece of unfinished business. Last week, when Bess appeared in the fake blonde wig and we pretended it was hers, people wrote in astonishment and anger. They say, how could you have? It was just a wig, but she couldn't take it off because it smashed her own hair flat, you see, right?
Nailed on.
All right, so long as we all understand each other. Let's then meet... Everybody thought you looked lovely, Bill. You got more offers than ever. Let's meet our contestants, please.
Didn't he, though?
Now, in 1, 2, 3 order, ladies, excuse me for pointing, I will ask you to tell us, please, what your name is. What is your name?
My name is Helen Luth.
And the next lady?
My name is Helen Luth.
And the next lady?
My name is Helen Luth.
Now, will the real Helen Luth please stand up? Well, now, this is going to be kind of confusing, as you can see. Let's try to eliminate. Will the real Mrs. Helen Luth, who lives in Newman, Illinois, please sit down? Now, will the real Mrs. Helen Luth, who lives in Newman, Illinois, and works at the Broadlands Lutheran Sunday School, please stand up? This gets tougher as we go along. Now, will the real Mrs. Helen Luth, who lives in Newman, Illinois, and who works at the Broadlands Lutheran Sunday School, and is married to a farmer, please sit down? We may be here sometime. Will the real Mrs. Helen Luth, who lives in Newman, Illinois, who works at the Broadlands Lutheran Sunday School, who is married to a farmer and has 2 children, please stand up? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little tired. Let's settle it this way. Will Helen Luth, who has a secret, whisper it to me, please? Panel, I know this is going to come as a shock to you, but as a clue, their secret concerns something that they have in common. And we'll start with Bill Cullen, please.
Well, I've been taking notes throughout all this, and I would like to know, first of all, speaking to the first young lady, am I speaking to the Helen Luth who lives in Newman, Illinois, and works at the Broadland Sunday School, and is married to a farmer and has 6 children? Yes.
2 children.
2?
She got so excited she just added 4 to her family.
I didn't. That's one thing I mean. The thing you have in common, does it have anything to do with your husband?
No.
Yes, I should have thought. Does it have anything to do with any relative of yours?
No.
Does it have anything to do with something you did?
No.
All right, $20 down, $60 to go. And I would like you to address your questions to all of the Helens Luth, if you will. Betsy Palmer.
Helen Luth? Luth? Does this have something to do with something that you... Did you say you are?
I am what?
No, did you say something? I just popped my zipper.
I don't know.
No, it's not...
Gentlemen...
I can't stand up tonight if I have to. Are you...
Exhale, for heaven's sake, exhale.
Out. Who else? Who else on television with Betsy Palmer would say, oh, I just popped my zipper? What?
Yes.
Look at this. Oh, there. What? The next question. Now, friends, we turn our attention our attention to Bess Myers. And Bess,
Wait, I have to tell you something. She says it's a zipper, and this is what was holding it, a little bitty safety pin.
she thought she'd say zipper. It adds a certain amount of snob appeal.
Very grand.
I apologize to Mrs. Luth.
No, let Bill
Bess?
do it.
Mrs. Luth and Mrs. Luth, something you have in common. I assume your dresses are on comfortably, and could it be that your name is something in common?
No, you see what's
that
the
would be
matter, the
too
whole
obvious a secret, huh?
Yes, there's
Yes.
more to it than that.
It's more to it. There's just something.
Well, panel, thanks to Betsy Zipper, we seem to have gone down in defeat. Henry, you were busy at that time.
You
In
didn't
case
get
you
a
think
chance.
these ladies don't have enough trouble, what with having the same address and the same names, their secret is, when I say address, I mean the same hometown, their secret is they also share the same telephone party line. I also understand, and check me on this, ladies, that two of you are married to brothers and one of you is married to a cousin of the brothers. Is that right? Thus accounting for the same names. What is your biggest problem?
The mail.
The mail? That's M-A-I-L, the mail. You get each other's bills, invitations to parties, and so forth? Well, it so happens that one of the few ways that these ladies were able to absolutely insist upon their individuality was with their children. Helen Luth has 2 girls, Helen Luth has 2 boys, and Helen Luth has a boy and a girl. So I want to thank you again, Helen Luth, and we will give you your packages from Bristol Myers backstage, and also, of course, the money that you have won. And Jerry Kellner, our good prop man, has a present for Betsy Palmer. Your hand is down, Betsy, please. Large safety pin. Thank you, ladies. May we have fascinating gentlemen next, our next contestant. Will you come in, please? Would you tell our panel, please, what your name is and where you're from?
Howard Millar, Murfreesboro, Arkansas.
Mr. Millar. Mr. Millar, will you pull into our microphone, please, and whisper your secret to me? The audience at home will read it at the same time. To help classify Mr. Millar's secret, it concerns something he has. We'll start the questioning, I think, with Henry, please.
Sir, do you have what you have with you now?
I do not.
Do you have it at home in Arkansas?
Yes.
Is it something very large?
Yes.
Is it a mechanical device?
No.
Is it something that you don't have in the house?
No, you don't have it in the house.
Wait, I confused myself just a minute. Is it something that you have in the house? Let's put it that way.
No.
Oh, I was right.
With 20 down, we go to Bess Myers and 60 to go. Please.
Mr. Millard, this object, you say that it's mechanical.
No.
No,
It's
not
not mechanical.
It is not mechanical,
I
Bess,
see.
I'm sorry.
It is not mechanical. Is this a very old thing?
Yes.
Is it inanimate?
Yes.
Would it be helpful to us to know what it's made of?
Well, I think that could take us the better part of a year,
All
don't
right,
you
then
think?
we won't. It's something old. Were you the first one ever to have one of these?
No.
$40 down, $40 to go. We go to Bill Cullen, please.
Mr. Millar, is this the only thing of its kind?
Bill, this is so fascinating, I'm going to give you a hint. Carry that a little further, geography-wise.
Is this the only thing of its kind in Arkansas or in the United States, let's say?
Yes.
Is it something that you wouldn't ordinarily find in the United States?
Yes.
What do you mean, obviously?
The only one is when you wouldn't ordinarily find, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it something that you...
$60 gone, 20 to go. We go to Betsy, please.
Is this more likely found, Mr. Millar, in Europe?
No.
No.
Asia?
In Asia?
It could be.
Does it have anything to do with plants that grow outside?
No.
Inanimate. No, I thought maybe like a rice
You
collecting
have the
machine.
Taj Mahal in your backyard.
Oh, come on.
In his bathtub.
Is it a thing? Is it something that is beautiful, or is it something that is usable as far as? Oh no.
Now, here we must be careful. Henry, don't give any hints, but Betsy's on. Let's say, sir.
Is it art?
Well, let's say that the end result, the end product is beautiful. What he has in itself is not beautiful. Henry, does this?
There's a real mad idea, and I'll go down with my flag flying if it's real. Is it something like a cave?
Yes.
Similar.
Like a cave?
I'm going to quit right now. I don't care anymore.
Mr. Millar owns the only diamond mine in the United States. As a matter of fact, further than that, it is the only diamond mine in the entire North American continent. The first diamonds were discovered on this property back in 1906. Shortly thereafter, Mr. Millar's father bought the property and built a plant to mine diamonds. They mined over 50,000 diamonds, some of them of gem quality, largely industrial quality. What happened then, Mr. Millar?
The plants were burned down, and we never did rebuild them.
At the time, capital was a little short, and they just simply could not rebuild this vast plant that they had. But they still kept finding diamonds on the property. So in December of 1951, Mr. Millar had a wonderful idea. He opened his property as a tourist attraction. He now charges each visitor $1.50 entrance fee and allows them to keep all the diamonds they find, except any diamond over 5 carats, in which event Mr. Millar retains 25% of the uncut value. Isn't that a great way of doing it?
Right.
Approximately how many diamonds have been found by tourists, sir?
Approximately 50,000 diamonds.
And by the way, he turns the earth over. It's a surface mine, not a hole in the ground. It's a surface mine. He turns the dirt over with a bulldozer about once a month so they can get the ones that are buried underneath. What is the largest diamond you have found, sir?
The largest diamond we found by guest was weighed 15 3/100 carats.
Now, Mr. Millar has a replica of that. We didn't bring the real thing. I'll try to show it against this black velvet background here. This will give you an idea. What was found by a lady who paid $1.50 to get in? And its current value, sir, is what?
The current value after cutting is $85,000.
$85,000. Yes, Bess?
Henry, I wanted to ask Mr. Millard how long the guests can stay when they come to pay a visit.
How long
How
can
long
the
can
guests
they stay?
stay when they...
They stay from 8 o'clock to 5 in the evening,
And then they have to leave.
and they leave.
Doesn't it sound like fun to do?
How do you know you found a diamond? They don't look like that when you find them, do they?
No.
How would you know if you found them?
Well, some of them are very brilliant, some are not. But most of them are brilliant. You would know them.
Little pieces of rock, like
Yes.
a rough diamond?
You'd know them if you saw them. Well, this diamond, by the way, is called the Star of Arkansas and is one of the most beautiful, most perfect blue-white diamonds in the United States. Sir, I want to tell you, you run a fascinating business. We appreciate your being here. Here's your Bristol-Myers gift package and the money that you've won, the full $80. Thanks so much, and happy hunting to your customers. Some business to be in. Now, then, panel, I will ask you to leave the immediate premises, please. Go right outside the soundproof door. Do not take your blindfolds with you. Now, my friends, it is time for us to meet our distinguished, is the proper word, guest artist tonight. A truly fine actor, and an Academy Award winner. He is equally at home playing comedy or Shakespeare, and is now the star of the forthcoming television series Johnny Midnight. Here is Edmund O'Brien. You're a busy man. I know you've been doing this new film scenes here in New York for your new TV series. What kind of a part do you play, by the way?
Well, Gary, I play a theatrical producer who gets involved in various mysteries, and he often solves them by donning different disguises and doing undercover work.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, it is, but we were concerned about one thing, whether I was really able to fool the audience or not with these disguises.
Yeah, that's two different things, wearing a theatrical makeup on stage. Then comes the problem of can you get away with it in real life?
Yes, because, yeah, and especially, on the screen and everything, the camera's very close, and the audience has to believe that it's, real. So last week we put it to the test.
How'd you do that?
Well, let's see, I think it was last Thursday. I put on an old pair of pants and an old sports shirt and a little makeup, and I went over to the television studio where Bill Cullen was working, and I pretended to be a stagehand on his show.
And did Bill recognize you?
No, I'm very lucky. I don't think he did.
You even had a photograph taken with him, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I had a picture taken with him.
Good. So, then the secret would be that you had a picture taken with Bill Cullen and he didn't know the difference.
And that's not quite all, Gary, because a little later that day I changed my makeup and my disguise, and I went over to a photography studio where we knew Henry Morgan had an appointment, and I had my picture taken with him, and he didn't recognize me either.
Well, good. All right, let's get the panel back in here, and we'll see if they can possibly guess the secret, or is there more?
No, not so fast. There's more. Now, later that afternoon, I put on another makeup, and I ran into Bess Meredith, who was making a movie on Times Square.
Bess Meyerson?
Bess Meyerson. I'm awfully sorry. What did I say?
All right, Edmund.
And I had my picture taken with her, too.
Well, now, all right. Now we assume that the next thing you did that day was to go then and complete the picture, get your picture taken with Betsy Palmer.
Well, no. I wanted to do that, but I wasn't able to. You see, we had an appointment to meet Betsy at a restaurant uptown, and I think her husband was going to bring her to this restaurant, and I was going to be disguised as a busboy. But unfortunately, she had the flu, so I wasn't able to do it.
Well, all right. So then, but were you able to get any pictures at all with Betsy?
Yes, I did. Just before the show, I dressed up as a garage attendant, and when Betsy drove up to park her car in the garage across the street tonight, I took her keys from her, and I parked the car. The picture was developed and enlarged I think just a few minutes ago. So.
With a little luck, it was developed a few minutes ago. We hope that it was honestly taken just within the hour. So let's get the panel back in. And I want to tell you, you've been a brave man. You've been working for us all week.
I know. And it was kind of cold in a couple of those places, too.
When you were shooting, well, we better hold it, because here comes the panel. Hey-ho there, panel.
Hello there.
You know Edmund O'Brien.
How do you do?
Now then, the clue to his secret concerns something that Edmund O'Brien did, and Bill Cullen, we'll start with you.
Edmund, did you do this just while we were off stage?
No, I did not do it while you were off stage.
Have you done it in the last week?
Yes, I have done it in the last week.
Something we were apt to read about? Could read about?
Possibly tomorrow,
I don't think they have read about it.
Ed, does it...
$20 gone, 60 to go, and we go to Betsy.
Edmund, is it something you did today?
Yes, partially, I would say, yeah.
Did you do it partially on this stage?
On this stage?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Does it have something to do with your career as an actor, though, and your profession, rather, as an actor?
Oh, yes, it very definitely has something to do with my career as an actor.
And with $40 down, we go to Henry Morgan, please.
Ed, we were told to hurry. The panel was, yeah. So obviously it's something that you need time to explain after we're finished talking, right?
Pass.
Which will be soon.
Right.
Yes.
Pass.
Give it your best. Good. You go on.
Why don't we pass the whole thing? Because here, Bess, you have no ideas, have you?
Well, I just thought that apparently...
Pass.
No, if you have any ideas, we want you to hear them. We don't want...
I passed. My boss, he said to pass.
All right, I'll tell you what I'd like to have you do then. I would like to have we have something very special to show you. Open the curtains, please, if you will.
You've been painting.
How did you know I...
Not lately.
All right, now, first of all, Bill Cullen, we'll direct the questioning to you, if you don't mind. I'll ask you if you recognize this gentleman at all.
He has a light shining on
Kovacs.
it. It's a big glare there.
No, that's not Ernie Kovacs.
No, I see. No,
That's
that
Edmund
gent-
O'Brien.
Well,
That's Edmund O'Brien,
The
yes.
mustache.
You don't recognize him in that getup?
it's what
No.
Betsy said. I wouldn't recognize him, no, but...
The lower
Well,
left.
perhaps, Bill, if you saw him in a clearer context. Let's show the next picture.
Where is...
That's with you.
When was what?
Well, that was on your show, on The Price is Right, last week. I was a stagehand moving a prop on a wall, and you were very busy worrying about your script and talking to the audience.
So, you
I
see?
love that.
All right, let's Bess Myerson, like to call on you next, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize this gentleman?
Well, I assume it's Mr. O'Brien, but I don't remember ever meeting him before.
That was your date
With
last
those
Friday.
My date?
How did you achieve those teeth?
Oh, it's a little black enamel is all you do. You just put it in between here, you know.
All right, well, let's show this again in its broader context. Any memories, Bess?
Are you kidding?
I was holding
He
the...
must have been up on the roof, on the
But-
marquee of the Astor Hotel.
Right, I was holding a slate, and you were shooting a television film, I believe, or something, and I was the slate boy, as we call it, you know, that marks the beginning and end of the
Not
scene.
all
And I was
evening.
sort of staring at you like this, and you weren't interested in all. You wanted to learn your lines and something.
You weren't there all evening.
Beg pardon?
You weren't there all evening.
I was there about an hour and 20 minutes waiting, and then, I was there for about 20 or 25
Because there was a
minutes while you
definite
were
other
there.
person doing that
Beg
all
pardon?
evening. There was another man doing that all evening. I didn't know how you sneaked in.
No, I was there most of the evening.
Furthermore, he was there long enough, certainly, to have this photograph taken. You
And to get
see?
very cold.
That's
It was
long
very
enough.
cold up there.
All right, now let's direct our attention to Henry Morgan. Henry Morgan, if you will, please. Do you recognize this man at all?
Attorney Kovacs. Well, no, I don't know any.
Where were you with the rope?
I'll
Is
tell
that-
you what,
is that a
I'll
rope?
tell you what,
There's no-
I'll tell you what
He's a
brought
fish
this about.
slinger.
Edmund O'Brien is starting a new TV series in which he plays a man who uses many disguises. And so we tried to prove how effective disguise could be, not only on the stage,
But I
but in
never
real
saw
life.
that one.
Pardon?
I never saw this fellow, though.
You never saw this fellow?
No.
Henry, I would have thought of all the people in the world, you are probably the most truthful. Even when it hurts sometimes, you
Sure.
are the most truthful.
I believe that.
You say you never saw this man?
No.
Look at a photograph.
Henry.
Oh, in Gary Wagner's studio, you were holding the rope.
That's right.
Oh, isn't that marvelous? Oh, that's marvelous. That is absolutely marvelous.
You know, you
That
were...
is great.
you were-
know, see, he has a lot of guys work around there.
Well, excuse me, Henry, let me interject here so they'll know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Gary Wagner, the well-known photographer, famous photographer, I must say, is illustrating a book that Henry is doing. Or let's say he's making the photographs, Henry's writing the captions. So now let's go back. When you start talking about Gary, I'm afraid people will be confused.
No. Well, Mr. Wagner is the photographer making the book. How far can I go with this? This is so silly.
About 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Well, anyway, it's a book. You know, there are a lot of them around now. We think ours is different. It's captions under pictures, and it's going to sell for maybe $1 or something. We think it's funny. And this was about 2-3 days ago, and I'm supposed to be hanging here. So they have to have a man hold the rope, you know, to get a picture of me being hanged.
Don't tell
I can't
the
tell you the
caption.
caption.
It's
And he
anti-sponsor.
did it, and it's true, and he didn't look a bit odd. This is the part that amazes me. With all that makeup,
This
it doesn't
is
look
the
like a
actor's art.
perfectly ordinary fellow.
No, but you were very distracted. You know, you were very concerned. You had a fight with Gary before he came in about whether the rope should be this way or something. You know, I don't know, some kind of...
Well, let's get on to what I think is a really phenomenon as far as organization is concerned. Betsy Palmer, we had her all set up for a date that she didn't know about with Edmund, and she was ill with the flu, is better now. But, Betsy, do you remember seeing Mr. O'Brien in the last 24 hours in any function whatsoever?
I saw him next door.
Yes, we
When I
had a
had
bite
some
to eat
tea.
together before the show. You came in and you sat down beside him. This is 20 minutes ago, and you said,
No, I wasn't
haven't
beside him.
seen you for years. Well, in the same table.
At the same table.
And you said, I have not seen you for years. Here's a picture taken in the parking lot across the street 30 minutes ago.
Oh, and I thought you were so rude. Oh, my. I just was that man. I kept thinking I'm going to say something about him to Natalie Jones, who was there. She set up the picture. And I said, wasn't he a rude man?
All I can say...
You were
I just
so
didn't want to say
unfriendly.
very much. I was afraid I'd be found out.
Oh, my.
On behalf of the man of a million faces, as it turns out, the new Lon Chaney, I guess. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Be sure to watch Bristol Meyer's show Alfred Hitchcock Presents and your local listings for time and station. This is John Cannon speaking.